Hi, it's me again, back with some more girl talk on my natural hair journey. I mentioned in my first video that I was going to talk to you about the type of rinse that I use in my hair when I do rinse my hair, because if you're anything like me, you're starting to get some gray hairs, that little pesky devils that are showing up around the temples, and I'm sure there's some more underneath, but I just can't see them, so I don't worry about what I can't see. But I prefer Dudleys. They're jet black, but being that I'm not in the industry, I'm not able to get any of the Dudleys unless I go to the hairdresser, and sometimes she can't even get it because the distributor doesn't come by often enough, or where she does get it, she runs out. She can only, she's limited to what she can get. So I can't get the Dudleys unless I go to the hairdresser. So in the meantime, I do make do. This is something my hairdresser recommended. It's by Clairol, the Beautiful Collection. It's a gentle semi-permanent color with aloe vera, jojoba oil, and vitamin E. There's no ammonia or peroxide. And I use jet black. These are I found this at Sally's. Many beauty supply stores carry them. They seem to run out of this, and so if it's something you decide that you like, you may want to buy 2 or 3 at once. Got a lot of hair. They do want you to use the entire bottle when you're doing your rinse. If you're doing it with the braids, I do recommend that maybe you section your hair off like in 4 to 6 giant plaits, like in Beloved. Four big plaits. I do 4, and then I start off with the temples. I have a cloak that I use from the beauty supply store. Start off on the temples. Follow the instructions. Make sure you cover all of the gray. If you're going to let it sit at room temperature, make sure you keep your hair braided when you're rinsing it out, so that if your braids do start to slip, at least they're still together. But your hair is very heavy when it's wet, when it's in the braids, and so keeping it braided does kind of, help keep your hair together. And as soon as you rinse it out, take your hair, wrap it up in a towel, get all the excess water out of it, get under the dryer and let it dry, and then you'll be good to go. And so with that, again, if you don't have time to rinse your hair, even after you've done a full shampoo with your braids, again, I mentioned this before, this is Jerome Russell's Natural Color Highlights. It's temporary. You can get it at the drugstore at Walgreens. It's a spray-on. You spray it in. I found that when I use this Jerome Russell, it lasts maybe about a week to 10 days if you're lucky. With using the sprays that I use the Better Braid spray, that does kind of help it, being it's moist. It does kind of help it start to fade away a little quicker than it would than if I weren't using that. And so about a week to 10 days, and you're going to notice that you're going to need to respray, or definitely take the time to rinse your hair. But that's my recommendation on the beautiful collection from Clairol and the Jerome Russell. Again, I found this at Walgreens by accident. Happy coincidence. And so that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in.